Welcome to Alliance Technology, where we will see modern agricultural machinery operating in the fields, from drainage construction, harvesting, plowing, and even straw collection. Let's see how these machines work on the farmland. Installation of subsurface drainage pipes in an agricultural field under particularly challenging conditions due to sticky, muddy soil. The primary challenge on that day was the soil condition. Heavy rain the previous night had transformed the topsoil, already plowed, into an extremely adhesive and sticky layer. Due to the difficult terrain and slow progress, the stringer cart repeatedly bogged down, causing the pipe to stretch, kink, and deform in several places. One particularly treacherous section consisted of slippery blue clay. In this area, the plowing tractor was unable to pull the pipe plow and stringer cart on its own and required assistance from an excavator to tow the entire assembly through the mud. The operation involved an Allis-Chalmers tractor and a Caterpillar Challenger tractor to pull the drainage plow, a dedicated stringer cart to transport and feed out the coiled pipe, and an excavator to provide additional pulling power in the most difficult, waterlogged zones. Located in northwest Ohio, where a DMI 9021 Hydra wide plow that has a 40 feet wide cut and is 77 feet in length, and has 21 bottom is working with a 650 engine horsepower Big Bud 650/50 articulated four-wheel drive tractor. This impressive plow is the only one that was ever made. DMI manufactured moldboard plows through the 1970s and 1980s under the slogan of designed and manufactured with integrity in the 1980s. DMI expanded its tillage line beyond moldboard plows to include culture chisel for conservation tillage. By the 1990s, the company was well known for its heavy-duty disc grippers and fertilizer application equipment. DMI plow, and it is a 21 bottom, so for instance if it was a 9012 it would be a 12 bottom. This is 9021 being the 21 bottom, and below that the serial number you can see is 01, meaning it's the first and it's the only one made. Primarily designed for root crops, the DeWolf ZK2S is a self-propelled, two-row top-lifting harvester. Capable of harvesting 3 to 4 hectares per day under various circumstances, resulting in a high-quality end product. After the cutter set, the product is transported by a 800 mm wide cross conveyor into the discharge elevator. The speed of this conveyor is adjustable from the cabin. The ZK2S can be delivered with 2 extra harvesting shares for red beet or celery root. This video documents the large-scale harvest process of popcorn corn in agricultural fields in France, covering an area of approximately 150 hectares. The corn being harvested is popcorn variety intended for human consumption. The primary challenge is ensuring that the corn kernels do not crack or break in the slightest, as any cracking would prevent them from popping when cooked. The harvest takes place in fields spanning roughly 150 hectares, with crop rows extending nearly 2 kilometers in length. It utilizes the Case IH Axial Flow 7260 combined harvester. This machine is highly regarded for its gentle handling during the threshing of corn kernels, resulting in minimal damage rates. Local farmers explain that they have been using the Case IH Axial Flow machines for 20 years due to the superior quality of the kernels produced and their straightforward maintenance. This video highlights an exceptionally high level of efficiency, where a single tractor accomplishes tasks that would normally require 2 tractors or 2 separate passes across the field. The operation utilizes a modified stair tractor equipped with 2 implements simultaneously. Mounted at the front is a rake that gathers previously cut grass or straw into a single, centralized windrow. Attached to the rear is a round baler that immediately picks up the freshly formed windrow and compresses it into dense round bales. As the tractor travels along the field, the front-mounted rake consolidates the crop into a neat central row, while the rear-mounted baler follows directly behind, processing the material in one continuous pass. This integrated approach delivers substantial savings in time, fuel consumption, and labor, eliminating the need for the farmer to traverse the field twice with separate machines.
Fendt 936 Vario tractor, pulling a large plow Lemken Diamond 11. The main activity is plowing and pressing soil compaction simultaneously in a single pass. The soil is compacted immediately after plowing for 2 primary reasons. to seal in moisture and prevent it from evaporating, and to level out the ground. The J&M 1326 is a large-capacity grain cart, typically featuring a 1,300-plus bushel capacity and a 22-inch unloading auger. It is known for its front-fold auger design for better operator visibility and durable features like a V-truss axle and balanced auger. The rapeseed harvesting process uses a John Deere X9 1100, equipped with a John Deere Flex Draper header with a width of 45 feet or approximately 13.7 meters. The X9 1100 grain tank holds up to 16,200 liters of grain, with unloading rates of up to 186 liters per second. This is the process of separating rice at Casalino Farm in Villada, using the new John Deere S7 850 machine, equipped with a 6-cylinder JD14X engine with a capacity of 13,600 cc and 579 horsepower, paired with a 7.6-meter RA25 harvester header. This machine is provided for testing by the John Deere Agri-Machine dealer in Vercelli. Deep subsoiling to break up the soil compacted by the leveling operations and mix it, making it ready for subsequent work. The subsoiling is carried out by a Case IH Quadtrac 535 with a MGP Parolin and Garafola Magnum model, composed off 9 shanks and double-spiked roller. Case IH Quadtrac 535 is a high-powered tracked agricultural tractor, often referred to as part of the Steiger series, which has a horsepower of around 535 HP, is powered by a Cummins 15 liters engine, and is known for its pulling power and performance in heavy agricultural conditions with an independent 4-wheel drive system for maximum traction. This is a large-scale sugar beet harvesting process on a farm in Switzerland. The machine first cuts off the tops or leaves of the sugar beets, then digs the sugar beet roots out of the ground. The cleaned sugar beets are then transported into the machine's internal hopper. The harvest yield here is around 90 tons per hectare, and on other fields it can even reach 120 tons. It's truly an amazing result. Unfortunately, the sugar content is somewhat low due to insufficient sunlight.
Hosh Focus 6TD. With this machine, that can perform up to 4 operations simultaneously, from soil preparation, fertilization, seeding, and weeding. In this process we see how the fertilizer is applied in the same row where the seed corn in this case is sown, and immediately behind the seeder. The herbicide is applied by targeting it only in the planting row. A significant amount of product is saved. This tool also communicates via the Isabus port to the Fendt 942, which in turn transmits the data via AgriRouter to the X-Farm platform. The spreading season has begun. Verviat Hydro Trike with a Vinhuys distribution bar rely on this process. In recent years, solutions of this type have been used more and more often, and the Verviat with its structure is one of the machines that is best suited to this type of work. In fact, the impact on the soil is minimal thanks to its wheel arrangement. We can see how there is no overlap between the tire tracks. At the rear, we see a Vinhuys injection bar and the 6.4-meter Euroject Pro.